Hey, how's it going, people? GalacticJerry here with another figurine unboxing video. Today we'll be taking a look at Taito's Coreful figure of Ichika Nakano from the Quintessential Quintuplets Season 2 anime. First off, we get a nice compact box with different shots of the figure, which one of them includes a close-up shot of her face, which I thought was great because it really draws your attention. But yeah, if you guys end up liking what you see and are interested in buying one, I'll have a couple of affiliate links for you guys to check out in the description. With that said, let's get to the unboxing. The box comes with the figure, and the base assembly of the figure is as straightforward as it gets. Just insert the two pegs on the bottom of her feet into the matching holes on the base. I did have to apply a tiny extra amount of force so the right foot's peg will go all the way in, but in the end both pegs have a firm hold and won't detach as easily from the base, which is a good thing and helps with her stable pose. I would also like to point out that the peg on her left foot has a circular shape, while the hole for it on the base has a hexagon shape. Luckily for me, it didn't give me any issues and was able to fit nicely. The clear yellow base is really nice. It has some design to it with the heart-shaped petals, her name, and the number 1 since she's the oldest quintuplet sister, which was a nice touch, along with the yellow color they used on the base since that's Ichika's color. The figure comes at what I would consider a great size. She stands at a little over 8 inches tall with the base included. The figure has incredible sculpting and colors when you take into account the low price. It is a budget figure after all. I will say it, her hair looks good enough with a couple tiny imperfections and with the paintwork like tiny blotchy paint spots, but nothing that's really noticeable until you start inspecting it up close. The hair color looks great and accurate at least. I just wish more of her hair had those translucent ends that the Coreful figures are known for having. If you put her hair close to a light, you'll be able to see that her right hair strand does have that translucent effect, and so does the left side one. At first I thought she didn't have it because it really isn't noticeable when you look at her, but then I remember it's a Coreful figure, so it has to have it, right? You know, maybe it was harder for them to work with since she has short hair, so it wouldn't be as effective. Her face looks amazing. The paintwork application on her mouth and eyebrows looks nice, and I really do appreciate that they gave her teeth. It just adds more detail to this figure. And those blush marks on her cheeks just makes her look cuter. I also really like how she cups her hands around her face as if she was calling out to someone, probably Futaro. That will definitely help explain her blush marks on her cheeks. Her black jacket looks okay for the most part. I do like the level of detail that it has with the folds on the back and the rest of the creases around her jacket, like on the sleeves. Looks very natural. I also thought that the somewhat reflective texture on her black jacket looked nice. The paintwork on it could have been better though, especially with the white outlines. Some spots where they could have been cleaner, but it's common with this type of price figures. There's also a spot on her right back that wasn't painted right, like they missed the spot with the reflective black paint that was used on the rest of her jacket. The seam line that attaches her right sleeve to the jacket has a small gap. Almost looks like her arm could be pulled apart. Luckily you can't, but definitely didn't come out as good as her left side one. I also didn't like that her neck had a couple of tiny black paint scuffs. Nothing too serious, but I'm glad that her hands get in the way of seeing her neck clear. Her white shirt looks good, nothing really to complain about there, but also nothing to rave about. She does have detail in some areas though. She has fingernails, which is always a nice touch. The earring is also there. The yellow cardigan she has tied around her waist, it looks really nice with great texture. Also the paintwork is clean there. And I really like how the sleeves have a flowy motion, which adds a bit of a dynamic element to the figure. Her legs, I really like how they came out. They're nicely toned and properly structured overall, like with her calves, knees, shins, etc. Plus, they did an amazing job with the paint and molding, very clean and smooth, especially for this type of figure. Sexiness just radiates from her legs. Definitely my favorite part of this figure for obvious reasons. Her green skirt was also a highlight of this figure, with the exception of a small thin black paint line scuff it has, which is hard to notice since one of the sleeves gets in the way, but I was surprised as to how clean the sculpting came out and how the green color looks. Her socks could have been better though, more specifically her left sock. The paintwork application is kind of messy where the white of the sock meets the black of the shoe. The one on her right foot came out better. Her shoes, despite a couple of white paint scuffs on her left one, have a nice amount of detail, especially the texture on the bottom of her shoes. Her pose also looks nice, very Ichika-like. I really like how she has her right knee slightly bent and how she's on her right tippy toe. Just makes her look even cuter. Overall, I think this is an amazing figure for the price. The figure does a great job in capturing the spirit of Ichika. I wish I had the pop-up parade figure of Ichika so I can compare it to this one in person, but from what I've seen in the pictures, I think this Taito one has better colors and her face looks more accurate and cuter. Plus this one is taller and cheaper than the pop-up parade one, which ranges from like $40 to $60, while this one ranges from like the mid-20s to mid-30s. I got mine for $25. Definitely a lot of bang for the buck. So yeah, I would 100% recommend this figure, especially if you're looking for an Ichika figure in her school uniform without breaking the bank. Can't wait to open the rest of the sisters in this Coreful lineup. Anyways, that's it for this unboxing video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this figure. Also, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to show your support. It would mean a lot to me. And if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch you next time.